In each Champions League season, there's a team that no one pays much attention to, but ends up surprising everyone. So in this video, we'll see the biggest underdog of each Champions League. Teams that weren't favorites, but did what seemed impossible. Also, we'll be ranking each underdog based on their final standings, starting with the 2014-15 season, when a club went further than anyone expected. AS Monaco. Just 2 seasons prior, Monaco was playing in the French 2nd division. Yeah, they were in League 2. Just being in the Champions League was already a huge feat. On top of that, the group they fell into was very difficult, with Bayer Leverkusen, Benfica and Zenit. Nobody would be surprised if Monaco finished last in the group stage. But then, in the first match against Leverkusen,
an early ball into the middle, Berbatov lays it off. It's in the back of the net!
They won. But after that, things went downhill. Monaco drew with Zenit, drew with Benfica, and lost to Benfica in the other match. With just one win in 4 games, everyone was ready to see them eliminated. But then against Bayer Leverkusen in Germany,
in towards a dangerous area, and a Campos!
Monaco won in Germany, securing their place in the round of 16. Then they went on to defeat Zenit, finishing first. The team that played in the French 2nd division just 2 years prior was now in the Champions League round of 16, a huge achievement. Monaco had players like Fabinho, Anthony Martial, and during the season, the young Bernardo Silva also joined. It was a good team, but when the round of 16 draw took place, everyone thought Monaco's run would end there, because they were gonna face Arsenal. It was Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, the current FA Cup winner that dreamed of going far in the Champions League again. But in London, Monaco shocked everyone.
Scruff of the neck.
Kondogbia. What a shot! Ospina rooted to the spot!
A fantastic goal to put Monaco ahead. A goal in London was crucial because of the away goals rule. Then in the second half, Monaco surprised even more.
Martial has Berbatov with him. Finds Dimitar Berbatov, real trouble for Arsenal!
2-0. It was a disaster for Arsenal. At least in the 91st minute, Oxlade-Chamberlain managed to pull one back. But just 3 minutes later, this happened.
Carrasco's away, leaving Oxlade-Chamberlain in his way. Carrasco, it's in, it's another for Monaco!
3-1, a huge victory at the Emirates Stadium. Nobody could have imagined Monaco pulling this off. Now for the second leg, Arsenal had to score at least 3 goals, so they went all in.
Through to Olivier Giroud, Giroud! Subasic, Giroud again! Absolute agony for Arsenal, but not for long!
One more goal and Monaco would be knocked out. But after that, they defended better, so the aggregate ended in a draw. But because of the away goals rule, Monaco eliminated Arsenal. Now Monaco was among the top 8 in Europe. Then their next opponent was none other than Juventus, the reigning Italian champions. But after eliminating Arsenal, Monaco feared no one. So in the first leg, they pushed forward with great chances. But in the second half, they conceded a penalty. So Juventus didn't waste it. 1-0. Monaco left Italy losing by 1-0. So they just needed 1 goal to equalize. Something that wasn't impossible. Monaco went all in. But Juventus set up a defensive wall with 3 center backs. So even with 12 shots, Monaco couldn't get past Buffon. By just 1-0 on aggregate, Monaco was eliminated. Just 2 years after Monaco played the French 2nd division, they finished among the best 8 in Europe. A huge underdog. Let's see how this ranking is gonna finish. Well, after Monaco reached the quarterfinals, in the next season there was a team that made its best European campaign ever. VfL Wolfsburg. Until then, Wolfsburg had only played in 1 Champions League, in the 2009-10 season, when they were eliminated in the group stage, losing to CSKA and Man United. So they were playing in the biggest club competition for only the 2nd time. But guess who were their opponents in the group stage? The Dutch champions PSV, CSKA and Man United. Wolfsburg was expected to be knocked out early again, but in the first leg against CSKA they started off on the right foot. Then in the next match they faced Man United, where Wolfsburg started winning, but not for long.
It's 1-1. Terrific position for Young to cross from. Flick by Mata, Smalling! And he got his reward!
By 2-1, Wolfsburg was defeated, but they didn't want to repeat the same mistakes. So against PSV, they managed to get an impressive 2-0 win. However, in the second match against PSV,
De Jong, вот он шанс! Лакадия! Гол! Люк Де Йонг перебрасывает! Гол!
2-0. With 2 defeats, Wolfsburg was on the brink of elimination. Now they couldn't lose again. One defeat and it was all over. Then in the following match, they made the first step by defeating CSKA. So now the last group stage match was decisive. If they lost, they were eliminated. And the opponent was Man United. United also couldn't lose, so they went all in.
Zinedine Zidane was his manager. That's Mata playing it through towards Martial. What a chance for Anthony Martial! And he takes it!
1-0, a real nightmare for Wolfsburg. But they responded.
From this set piece. And in it goes, and it's swept in! Texas got ability to do this and combine with Cruiser. Fantastic! What a goal that was from Wolfsburg!
Wolfsburg turned it around. But in the second half,
Sends it in. Marouane Fellaini wins the header and it's 7 inches. Manchester United have got the goal!
if they conceded one more goal, Wolfsburg was gonna be eliminated. But 2 minutes later, they sealed the deal.
In he goes towards Naldo, who gets his head to it on the score! Naldo!
By 3-2, Wolfsburg had won their biggest wins ever, eliminated Man United and already became a giant underdog. So Wolfsburg was in the round of 16, where they were gonna face another surprising club, Ghent from Belgium. Ghent had just passed through Valencia and Lyon in the group stage, so they wouldn't be an easy opponent. But Wolfsburg showed their strength again.
It's back with Draxler. It's 1-0 to Wolfsburg to make it 2, which he does so in some style. Передача направо, подключение Трэша, прострел 3-0.
3-0. Then Ghent pulled it back to 3-2, making the second leg much tighter. But in Germany, Wolfsburg with Schürrle scored another one. By 4-2 on aggregate, Wolfsburg reached the highest point in their history, making it into the best 8 in Europe. They were celebrating, but then the quarterfinals draw took place.
Real Madrid.
Wolfsburg was gonna face Zidane's Real Madrid. Everyone considered Wolfsburg eliminated, so much so that as soon as the first leg began, Ronaldo scored, but he was offside. Real Madrid went all in, so people were just waiting for them to score, until this happened.
Schürrle's gone to ground, and the referee has given a penalty against Casemiro. Rodriguez scores.
1-0, but Wolfsburg was about to surprise even more.
Picking up Bruno Enrique. And set in for Maxi Arnold! It is a heavenly start to the tie for Wolfsburg!
2-0, unbelievable. And when Madrid fans expected at least some goals from their team, the keeper Diego Benaglio didn't let anything through. So Wolfsburg pulled off one of the most shocking wins ever, defeated Real Madrid 2-0. The German fans were celebrating what was being their semi-finals qualification. But at the Santiago Bernabeu, Ronaldo did this.
To advance, and play it in for Cristiano Ronaldo! Close. Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo. Beautiful!
With a hat-trick, Ronaldo took the aggregate to 3-2, setting the end of the line for Wolfsburg. The Germans were out, but became the biggest underdog of the 2015-16 Champions League. It was such a surprise that in that same season, they finished the Bundesliga in 8th place, didn't even qualify for the next edition. Reaching the quarterfinals is already something huge for some clubs, but the underdog of the following season went even further, and it was in the round of 16 that this club shocked everyone, in the match between Man City versus Monaco. Monaco showed up again, but they didn't seem to have a chance, because after reaching the quarterfinals in 2015, they had been eliminated in the qualifying rounds of the following Champions League, besides finishing 3rd in the French league. So Man City in Guardiola's first season was the favorite to qualify, so much that they even scored the opener, but Monaco showed they wouldn't make it easy.
In the league this season. Mbappe crossing in, Falcao, the diving header! Quickly in, Mbappe's gonna get there, Mbappe!
With the shirt number 29, the young 18-year-old Mbappe was starting to draw the world's attention. Then this game continued as crazy as possible.
And Aguero's onside, Aguero, and a mistake in the back by Subasic!
City equalized, but Monaco scored another one. Monaco was building a great advantage for the second leg, but then City poured cold water on their hopes by scoring 3 more, finishing it 5-3. Most people already consider City qualified, but in the second leg, the young star showed up again.
It's inside of Sané, Mendy now from an angle, sliding through his stones to block it, Silva's cross is turned in!
Then shortly after, Fabinho scored another one for Monaco. The aggregate was now tied, but because of the away goals rule, Monaco was going through. But then City scored again. Monaco was being eliminated, but what City didn't expect was a set-piece play.
Lamar hooking into the target, Bakayoko! Monaco back in front of the away
6-6 on aggregate, and by the away goals rule, Monaco eliminated Man City. Everyone was shocked. They scored 6 goals against Guardiola's team. But now they were gonna have another big challenge, Borussia Dortmund. Yet Monaco striked once again.
And he'll run, and he's brought Lamar in. Big chance, across goal, and it's bounced in. Decent crossing. Oh, it's an own goal!
Then in the second half, Dortmund pulled one back, but the 18-year-old continued to shine.
Oh, that's risky. And it's spawning here to Mbappe. Can he seal it now? Mbappe! Oh, what an accomplished finish! They have the 2-goal buffer!
Then Dortmund reduced the deficit but couldn't equalize. Monaco had a giant win in Germany. Then in the second leg, they just finished the job, winning again by 3-1. By 6-3 on aggregate, Monaco qualified to the semi-finals. After being knocked out in the qualifying rounds of the previous Champions League, Monaco was now among the final 4. No one would have imagined. Now only one more opponent was between them and the grand final, Juventus. But this time, Monaco couldn't be as effective. At the Louis XII Stadium, Juventus won 2-0. It was a huge blow for Monaco, but it was not over yet. In the second leg with Mbappe, Falcao and Bernardo Silva, anything could happen. But at the end of the first half, Juventus scored twice again. So even with a goal from Mbappe in the second half, the aggregate ended 4-1. Monaco was eliminated by Juventus again, but finished with one of the most surprising campaigns ever. So much that their players were sold to bigger clubs. Bernardo Silva went to City, Fabinho to Liverpool, Mbappe to PSG, and so on. Now in the ranking, they are on top. But after Monaco reached the semi-finals, in the next 2017-18 season, they disappointed their fans, falling in the group stage. So another team surprised everyone. This was a team that had the keeper Alisson, De Rossi, Nainggolan, and others. AS Roma. Roma qualified to the round of 16, but no one looked at them as a team that could possibly go far. So much so that in the round of 16 they faced Shakhtar Donetsk and lost the first leg. Yes, it was 2-1 to Shakhtar, but in the second leg they got their revenge.
10 years ago, oh, he's in here, it's Dzeko, the goalkeeper has come, he's rolled it in, and Roma have the goal they so deeply crave.
The aggregate was tied, but thanks to the away goals rule, Roma went through. As you'll see, this away goals rule would be crucial for Roma. So they were in the quarterfinals, which already was something huge. But after barely getting past Shakhtar, the next opponent was FC Barcelona. With Iniesta, Suarez and Lionel Messi, Barcelona was gonna give everything to reach the semi-final. So right in the first leg, it seemed all over.
Then Iniesta, Rakitic plays it in, and Umtiti bundles it in, and Luis Suarez, and Piqué, and Luis Suarez!
Barcelona destroyed Roma, already putting a foot in the semi-final. Then the Italians scored a consolation goal, but nothing that posed much of a threat. The first leg finished 4-1. Roma went to Italy needing 3 goals, something that Barcelona fans didn't even think of as a possibility. But in just 6 minutes, Roma took the first step.
Over the top again for Dzeko, who's in for Roma and scores! Now then!
This goal gave the Italians hope. Then in the second half, if Roma scored just one more, they would tie the aggregate and go through on away goals. But Barcelona could also score. There was nothing yet decided. Until in the 82nd minute, Roma got a corner.
For Barcelona, every second a minute, every minute's an hour. And they're Roma have risen from their ruins! Phenomenal! Beyond reason, beyond Roman reality! How did that just happen? Roma made it happen!
By away goals, the Italians eliminated Barcelona. Roma qualified for the Champions League semi-final for the first time in 34 years. Now the opponent ahead of them was Liverpool, but it seems Roma didn't learn from that first game against Barcelona. At Anfield they lost 5-2. So Roma went into the second leg with the same challenge, win by 3 goals. But Liverpool wouldn't make the same mistakes. They scored twice in the first half. Now it was 7-3. But there was nothing impossible for Roma.
El Shaarawy saved, and then Edin Dzeko, and they get one back. And then Nainggolan, good hit, it's in! And score. Well, they're within a goal of Liverpool, 4-2 to Roma on the night.
One more goal and the aggregate would be tied. Roma was making the impossible again. But unfortunately, the enemy was the clock. There wasn't enough time. So after eliminating Barcelona and scoring 6 goals on Liverpool, Roma was eliminated, a giant underdog. Then after Roma shocked everyone, in the following season they were eliminated in the round of 16. So it was time for another club to surprise everyone. And it was a club that had to go through the qualifying rounds, AFC Ajax. In the previous season, Ajax had literally lost all competitions, didn't win a single trophy. So they went through manager changes and everything. Now in the 2018-19 season with Ten Hag, De Ligt, De Jong, Ziyech and others, Ajax had to bounce back. Then after going through the qualifying rounds, the group stage was gonna be a huge challenge. There was Bayern Munich and Benfica. But that's when Ajax started to surprise. They went undefeated, finishing the group in 2nd place. But now in the round of 16, they were gonna face a team that hadn't been eliminated in years, Real Madrid. To give you an idea, the last time Madrid had been eliminated in the Champions League was in 2015. In 2019, they were the reigning 3-time consecutive champions. So in the first leg in the Netherlands, they confirmed their strength.
Vinicius and Benzema crushes Real Madrid into the lead in Amsterdam. Carvajal's cross, Asensio! It is a Real Madrid still.
Ajax also managed to score, but lost at home. Losing to Madrid at home was almost a guaranteed elimination, even more with the away goals rule. Now they had to win by at least 2 goals at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid no longer had Ronaldo, but still counted with an impressive squad. Benzema, Bale, Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, Vini Jr. and so on. But Ajax proved that nothing was impossible.
Right break by the visitors. Oh, they've taken the lead in stunning style. Couches jump brilliantly there. In it comes. Chance for the second. They've got the second. This is a sensation in the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Ajax 2.
2-0. But they couldn't celebrate too much yet. Real Madrid could still score. But then in the second half, Tadic did this.
We'll get it back again. Dusan Tadic. Oh, what a goal! That's 3-0 up.
Tadic was having a perfect match. Then Asensio pulled one back from Madrid. But with a free kick, Ajax sealed the deal.
In it swings. Oh, he scored! Unbelievable!
Making it 4-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu, Ajax made one of the most impressive wins in their history. Many said that that was only because Ronaldo wasn't playing for Madrid anymore. But then guess which team they were set to face in the quarterfinals? Ronaldo's Juventus. It was a huge challenge, so much that in the first half, he showed up.
Early attack here now. That's a lovely ball. Ronaldo, a brilliant goal. What a good goal by Juventus.
In the second half, Ajax equalized, but the first leg in Amsterdam ended 1-1. Now in the second leg, they had to win at all costs. But then...
In by Pjanic, Ronaldo! Just no stopping him!
It seemed the end of the line for Ajax, but they respawned tying the aggregate again. So they went into the second half in a draw. But since Ajax had already eliminated Real Madrid, they feared no one.
Schöne's delivery, De Ligt's famous captain's goal for Ajax!
De Ligt turned the aggregate to 3-2. Then not even Ronaldo managed to score again. So Ajax eliminated Juventus. The Dutch team that came from the qualifying rounds were now in the semi-finals. Who would have imagined? Now the next opponent was Tottenham, which seemed easier compared to the others. So much so that in the first leg in London, Ajax left with a 1-0 win. Then at the Johan Cruyff Arena, they extended even more, making it 3-0. Ajax was going to the final. But then Lucas from Tottenham did the unimaginable.
Here he is, and there's the goal back. Oh, it's in! They've got another one! Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they did it!
Tottenham tied the aggregate and went through on away goals. By an unbelievable way, Ajax was eliminated. So after coming from the qualifying rounds, being the first to eliminate Real Madrid since 2015 and knocking out Ronaldo's Juventus, Ajax became the biggest underdog of the 2018-19 season. But in the following Champions Leagues, there were other crazy underdogs. So in this video, we'll see what was the biggest underdog from 2019 onwards. I think you're gonna like it. So thank you and bye.